Hey guys, SpinoDude here, and today we're going to be continuing the #HowISafari campaign. So Marvin, bring out today's model. Thank you, Marvin. So today guys, we are going to be taking a look at this. It is the awesome Safari Ltd Elasmosaurus. A big thank you to Safari Ltd for sending this model over so we could make this video today. I cannot wait to take a closer look at it, so without further ado guys, let's start with the review. Before we start taking a closer look at the figure, here are a few quick facts about Elasmosaurus itself. Elasmosaurus platyurus means ribbon lizard. It was a massive plesiosaur that lived in the Cretaceous period of what is now the United States of America. Elasmosaurus could grow up to 45 feet long, and many specimens have been unearthed. One of the most standout features of this creature is its extremely long neck, which took over half of its body length. The long neck of Elasmosaurus was probably key to its feeding method. Using its long neck, it could sneak its small head into a shoal of fish and grab a mouthful of them before they saw the body coming. This sneak attack method would also save Elasmosaurus energy, where it only would have to move its neck and head and not its entire body. Elasmosaurus had a mouthful of long thin teeth that could easily impale its prey so they couldn't wiggle free and escape. So without further ado guys, let's start taking a closer look at this ancient marine reptile. Alright, so the first thing that really stands out to me when I look at this figure is the tiny head here, and I'll bring it close to the camera so you can see. I love the glossy black and glossy yellow paint that they put behind the neck there in that stripe. It really adds a lot and it just really stands out nicely when you look at the figure. The head itself is also done really nicely. I love all the amazing details they put into this little tiny part of the sculpt here. The eyes are done really nicely. I love the detailing in the teeth, and you can see two nostrils carved out on the top of the skull there. The interior of the mouth has been sculpted and painted as well. You can see the fleshy pink color going all the way back into the throat. And again, I absolutely love this stripe they put on the back of the neck there. It really stands out nicely. Now, I'm not sure if Elasmosaurus could bend its neck quite this much, but I think it still looks nice on the sculpt for posing. Now, I know there's some people out there who do not like softer dinosaur models, and this one does have some softer spots, especially in the neck and the flippers here. But if you do not like the neck in this pose, you can actually sort of rebend it so it's sticking out straight like that. So that looks really good as well. But I think it's a right choice that they went for more of the bendy material, especially for the neck here, because if there's going to be kids playing with this toy, if this was a solid like hard plastic, it would probably break very easily. So when it's bendy, it just gives it some more motion so it wouldn't just break in half. Another thing that I really love on this figure is the color scheme, and I like the mix of sort of the black and the dark forest green color on top, and then underneath you have like an orangey yellow color that is very bright. This figure was made in 2013, so that's almost 4 years ago from Safari Ltd. But more recent studies on prehistoric marine reptiles have shown that the top coloring would have been very dark blacks and very dark blues, similar to what we see in whales and sharks, whereas the belly would have been a lighter color. And the reason for this is because when you look down above through the water, they would camouflage with the dark color of the water, but then if something was looking at them above from the bottom of the ocean, the lighter colored stomach would blend in with the sun coming down in the water, which of course is great camouflage, especially when you're a marine predator. And I think this model is a great example of that scientific discovery, even though it is some years old. The color on the underside with the bright orange yellowish color might be a little bit loud for a marine predator, but the top looks really nice. It almost looks black sometimes depending on what lighting you have it in. Here's a closer look at one of the flippers on the Elasmosaurus here. Really nice detailing. I love the wrinkles and the connection point between the body and the flipper there. Looks really nice. The detailing on this model is really nicely done as well. I love the skin textures they've gone for here. It definitely speaks out and says that this is a marine creature, which is really nice. Back here you can see the short tail that Elasmosaurus had as well. Again, nice wrinkles in the skin. I like the posing of the tail as well. And there's another quick look at that absolutely beautiful head sculpt. I love the detailing on there. Alright, so for my overall thoughts on this figure, I think it is very well done. Safari Ltd have done a fantastic job of recreating the Elasmosaurus here. Now as far as scientific accuracy goes, I don't think Elasmosaurus could quite bend its neck in this way, and the color scheme seems a little bit vibrant for being a marine predator, but then again, this model is almost 4 years old, and it is still done really nicely. And I do like the fact, even if it's not completely accurate, that they go for sort of these brighter, more surprising color schemes, because it really just shows how creative they can be. And this Elasmosaurus here is almost serpent-like with its color scheme. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And again, one of my favorite parts of this model are these two glossy painted stripes on the back of the neck. It really makes the head stand out nicely, and I love the addition to the color scheme with that. So yeah, fantastic job, Safari Ltd. I absolutely love this figure, and I definitely recommend that you guys go pick it up as well. It's a lot bigger than I expected as well. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering just how big this figure is, so Marvin, bring out the ruler. Thank you, Marvin. Alright, we've got our trusty flexi ruler now, so let's give this Elasmosaurus a measure. So in terms of the length from the tip of the tail all the way to the tip of the snout, we are looking at 10 inches. And in terms of the highest point, which is the back here, we are looking at about 1 inch. Alright, so the Elasmosaurus is too long to be completely in the camera shot here, but for comparison, here's the Safari Ltd. Elasmosaurus next to the recently reviewed Safari Ltd. SpinoDude. We just reviewed this one recently on the channel for the #HowISafari campaign, so make sure you go check out that review. It will be in the description box down below. I am a huge fan of the SpinoDude model. I love the color scheme and the detailing on it, and I think it looks great on display next to the Elasmosaurus here. I have both of these on display next to each other on my shelf, and they really display nicely with each other. Next up for comparison, here's the Safari Ltd. Elasmosaurus next to the Safari Ltd. Megalodon. If you want to see the review for this figure, link will be in the description box down below. Now here are two classic prehistoric marine creatures, the Elasmosaurus and the Megalodon. I think they both look great on display next to each other, and I definitely recommend that you go check out the Megalodon. It is a really cool piece from Safari Ltd. And finally for comparison, here's the Safari Ltd. Elasmosaurus next to the Safari Ltd. 2016 Plesiosaur. If you want to see the review for this figure, link will be in the description box down below. Now the Plesiosaur is one of my favorite figures from their 2016 releases. It's an absolutely beautiful piece with an amazing pose, and I think the poses and the color schemes here go with each other really nicely. So yeah, make sure you go check out the review for the Plesiosaur. It was actually the first figure we reviewed for the #HowISafari campaign. Well, there we go, guys. That was today's look at Safari Ltd.'s Elasmosaurus. I think this is a great piece from Safari Ltd. And I definitely recommend that you guys go check it out. The color scheme may be a little bit vibrant for a large prehistoric marine predator, but I do like creativeness, especially for color schemes with prehistoric animals. So if you guys want to get this figure for yourself, go to www.safarilimited.com. Be sure to check out their other awesome products. And if you guys want to learn more about the #HowISafari campaign, go to their Facebook page and other social media. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also leave a comment telling me your opinion on this model. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care, and bye-bye.